After a week of uncertainty, it is official. Mike McCarthy is no longer the Dallas Cowboys head coach.
We are your official Cowboys station, and we've got live team coverage with Bill Jones and Brianna Aldridge. So, Bill, let's start with you. What do we know about McCarthy's exit?
Well, Ken and Karen, we know that Mike McCarthy is out after 5 years as the Cowboys head coach, and Jerry Jones is now in search of his 9th head coach in the last 36 years. Cowboys are describing it as a mutual parting of the ways after Jones and McCarthy spent the past week reviewing the 2024 season and discussing the road forward for the team. Prior to this injury-plagued 7-10 season, McCarthy led the Cowboys to 3 straight 12-win seasons, but only 1 postseason victory. He now becomes a coaching free agent when his contract expires tomorrow and is expected to draw interest from multiple teams looking for a new head coach, including Chicago and New Orleans. In a written statement, Jerry Jones praised McCarthy both as a coach and as a tremendous human being, but said after week-long discussions prior to reaching the point of contract negotiations, it became mutually clear that it would be better for each to head in a different direction. Jones said the Cowboys will commence a search process immediately to hire the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Not only is Mike McCarthy now looking for a job, but so is the entire coaching staff. And live in Frisco, Bree Aldridge has more on the big news at the Star today. Bree?
Hey, Bill. Yeah, so last week when the Chicago Bears were denied by the Cowboys to interview Coach McCarthy, that was indication that they wanted him to stay in Dallas. But what was taking so long to get the deal done, that was still taking time to come to light, which now has. As you mentioned, they have mutually decided to part ways. Now, what's still unclear, and I'm sure will come out in the following days once we hear from Jerry Jones himself in person, what exactly they could not agree on. But what takes precedent now, as Jerry Jones stated in his statement earlier today, that they are immediately starting their search for the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And I asked our Cowboys game day analyst Isaiah Standback on what's the strategic backup plan.
I am pretty sure that the front office has a plan B, C, and D lined up. But, you know, you've heard Mr. Jones stated many times, he is fully confident in the star, in the power of the star. Everybody understands that has negotiating power. He said that there will be a line of 500 coaches out there at the Senior Bowl that all would love to take this job, and that's true. That's the reality. The weight of the star has a lot of merit. I would imagine he has at least 3 coaches lined up that are probably waiting on this news to break today.
Now, Bill, things, of course, get tricky if McCarthy, well, now that McCarthy's gone, Jerry Jones, if he wants to talk to some NFL coaches who are currently Super Bowl contenders or trying to bring home a Super Bowl, because now there's certain restrictions on who he can and cannot talk to.
That's right. So it could take a little while before they narrow down the candidates. But Jerry Jones, the search is beginning. It's going to be very interesting to see who he, the comment about 500 coaches, that goes back over 30 years ago. He said that about Jimmy Johnson, said any one of 500 coaches could win a Super Bowl. And Barry Switzer was able to do it. People will say it was with Jimmy's team. He's the only one to be able to do it since then.
No doubt. It's been so long. So long. We're in such a drought. All right. Thank you so much, Bill.